Good day, class. I hope you are all doing well. I am Miss Class. I'll be your life orientation teacher for grade 10. Today we'll be looking at chapter 11, Development of Self in Society. Under unit 1, it says life role. The chapter is on page 168 on your life orientation textbook. Can we all turn to that page 168 and take out your notebook so that you can take notes while I'm presenting this lesson to you? Life roles simply means the part that someone has or that someone plays in the family or in a certain group or in the society. As we all know that as an individuals, we have unique life roles, and we are unique, and everyone is different. So our roles going to differ according to someone's responsibilities. Life roles go hand in hand with responsibilities. Responsibility can be defined as a duty or task that you are required to perform or to do. Like now, as a grade 10 learner, your role as a grade 10 or as a teenager is to be dependent on adults. I don't know none of you here is independent as an individual because of you're a child. You're expecting your adult to feed you, to take responsibility of you, or to take care of you. Your responsibility as a student is to take care of your work, your school work, to do the school work, to make sure that you are up to date with your school work, to study, to make sure that you pass. Are we all together? We have different life roles, like I have said or I have mentioned. As a young child, when you grow up, you'll be depending on your parents, on parents or caregivers for everything, responsible for listening to them, or to do whatever they're asking you to do, as long as those things are not illegal. And other life roles as an older child, like now you're in grade 10, some of you have siblings. As an older parent, as an older child, caregiver to parents, you can take care of your parents when they're sick, when they are not in good condition, responsible for their welfare when they get older. As an employer, you need to build a good relationship with your co-workers or with your colleagues, responsible for giving them fair condition of work, or responsible for team building, responsible for giving your employees duties or to make sure that they are performing their duties. For example, when you're a principal on the school, you have to make sure that your employees or your co-workers are doing their work properly, like going to classes, teaching learners, doing all those duties that a teacher has to do. You have to manage your employees. And the other role is a grandparent. Grandparent may be dependent on others while helping others, e.g. giving advices and guidance or supporting with your pension money. You can be a role model, can be a parent. As a parent, like I am a parent now, my responsibility is to take care of my kids, to look after my kids, responsible for their welfare, and to make sure that they're doing well every day. You can be the type of life role. You can be a leader. A leader makes a decision, guide and show initiatives, show respect and fairness to the followers. Those are the different types of life roles. In different life roles, you can be dependent. When you're dependent, you need others to help you. It means you are depending on them. For example, you as a learner or as a child, you are dependent on your parents because of they have to provide you with food, clothing, and they have to take care of you emotionally. So it means you are dependent. You are not yet independent. And you are also depending on teachers to teach you so that you can pass at the end of the day. Another and other roles, you can be independent. You don't need others to help and support you. Like for example, when someone is employed, we can say that he or she is independent because of he or she doesn't need any support from others. He is depending on him or herself. He's doing things for himself or herself. He's working. He can buy him or herself clothes, food, and etc. The other one is interdependent. You and someone else depend on each other or need each other support. For example, when you are a husband and a wife, it means you are interdependent because of you simply need each other support because of as a couple you need each other's emotional support. You can support each other financially and so forth. And as you grow up, you know that you change simply means to become different. And these roles can also affect the relationship. It can be mother and son relationship, teacher and a learner relationship. It can be romantic relationship. For example, when you are a teenager and you are depending on your mother, you have a mother and son or mother and daughter relationship. It means you need your mother to support you emotionally, financially. And you, as their child, you need to listen to them, to show respect. So that is how you're having a relationship with your parent. And there is a relationship between a teacher and a learner. A teacher needs a learner to do his work or her work in order to pass. And a learner needs a teacher to teach him or her in order to have knowledge about certain learning area or subject. So can you see that you need each other? You need a relationship. So I want you to have a discussion based on what I have just taught you. And I'm going to ask some questions based on today's lesson or today's content. I want you to write them in your exercise book. I want you to write it on your exercise book. I want you to do activity 1. Draw a timeline with all roles you have had in your life so far. For example, now as a teenager, the first role that I think you have is a teenager. You are depending on adults and caregivers for money, shelter, responsible for own behavior. That is the first life role that you're gonna write, and the responsibility. And you're also an older child. You have to look after your siblings, caregiver to parents, responsible for their welfare when they are old. Some of you are taking care of their parents because of your parents are not in a good, stable, or they are older. The third role, I will say, some of you here are leaders because some of you are class reps or class monitor. It means you make decisions for the class, guide and show initiative, show respect and fairness to the followers. Am I right? And you're also followers. You listen to the instruction. For example, here in school, you listen to the instruction of the teachers, of the SGB, of your principal, and of the class rep, and you obey and cooperate and respect leaders. Am I right? Some of you are still, and you're also a young child, because of you are depending on your on your parents, such as parents or caregivers, for everything, responsible for listening to the parents or caregivers. So now I want you to write all this thing in your exercise book and get back to me based on what I have just said. I want you to familiarize yourself with the responsibilities, the roles, and say which role is your favorite, and you must explain to me why. Let me make an example of myself. As a teacher, my favorite responsibility is being a leader, because of I like making decisions, I like guiding others, I like showing initiative, showing respect and fairness to the followers. For example, now as your teacher, I make a decision about what I'm going to teach in class, and show you initiative, show you respect and fairness. You are my followers, I'm your leader. The second one, my favorite, as an adult, my favorite life role is being a breadwinner, because of I like to provide for my family shelter and food and necessity, and loved one who depends on me. I enjoy making sure that they are good, they're in good condition, they are loved, they are respected, they are safe. That is my responsibility, and I like doing it. And I also enjoy being a parent, because of I'm a mom. As a mom, I look after my kids. I give them love, I give them support, I show them that I care, I make sure that they are good in everyday lives, their health. Yeah, that's me in a nutshell. And I also like being a partner. Be a partner, a life partner to my husband, responsible for caring each other. So I would like to hear from you. When you go to the next page, on page 169, changing roles. Role change. Sometimes you take on new roles. Sometimes the nature, relationship with your current or present roles change. As you grow up, your roles may change, because of you'll be mothers, parents, and you'll be employees. Others will be employers. Others will be leaders in future. So I'd like you to discuss this with your friends or your partners that you're sitting with. Discuss it with me after writing them down, so that we can have a clear discussion. Thank you for your time, learners. Let's take a 5 minutes discussion, and we'll get back to this lesson. Thank you.